My concern is the amount of youth we have, and the rate of unemployment is a breeding ground for more and more bandits to rise up. The Nigerian army kills bandit leader again. Damina, a bandit kingpin killed by the Nigerian army, and this is such good news. They have taken Damina, a notorious bandit kingpin who has been wreaking havoc in the northeast for a long time. According to reports, Damina actually was killed after a fierce fight with troops in Zamfara. Now, this guy is not a small-time crook. He's been linked to high-profile attacks, mass abductions, and even the kidnapping of the Chinese expats. This is the same guy, though, that was reported dead in 2011. He was shot, but he survived the gunshots. Now, some would say this is just another day at the office for our brave soldiers, but I don't want us to downplay the significance of this takedown. Damina is not just any bandit. He was a key player in the terror game, spreading fear, chaos everywhere he went. So his demise is a huge win for peace and security in that region, in my opinion. And I think that it could be a major development in the fight for peace in Nigeria's northwest region. So let's get some perspective. Damina is not just a one-man show, right? He's a major player, but his group does have a network. So now that he's dead, they could regroup under a new leader, but they could also disperse and they can be destabilized. And since they don't have leadership, they can lose organization, right? So they could be splintered and it can cause instability now that he's dead. So Damina's death is definitely a step in the right direction. Yes, there's still plenty bad actors out there who are causing trouble and who are still wreaking havoc on the communities. The fight against banditry is not over, we know this, but we need to acknowledge the fact that this is a step in the right direction. Our troops definitely still have work cut out for them. All the other bandits they have to capture. And also, now that Damina is dead, this is the other question. Will the bandits go and attack the innocent people? Will they try to avenge his death? These are the questions. But I always say that, banditry is not a symptom, it's a disease, guys. Like, the reason why Damina is dead and there's still going to be other people that are going to rise up in his place is because we need to address the root causes. We're talking about root causes of banditry is poverty, land disputes, lack of opportunity, illiteracy. All of these things, they create fertile ground for banditry. So taking out a leader does not erase them. Also, so that's something that our government needs to think about. The other thing is, I've talked about how just the way armed forces work. I think that, and I hope that the Nigerian army is working with the locals of these communities. Because at the end of the day, the locals, they're the ones that always know what's happening. Those bandits live amongst the locals. Not that the locals are bandits as well, but they actually live amongst them. The locals, sometimes they will just find a way to manage them so that they can have peace and let peace reign because they don't want to die. The locals will be ones that will know when something is brewing. So the armed forces, I hope that they're really building trust with communities and they're fostering ways for the community members to want to share information with the locals. I have to say, we salute the men and women who are constantly putting their lives on the line to keep us safe. I mean, it's tireless dedication, it's effort, it's commitment, it's sacrifice. It's ultimate sacrifice. So when we hear victories like this, thank you. Hats off to our heroes in uniform. Hats off to them. Thank you so much. But let me know your thoughts. Do you think that eliminating Damina is a game changer? Do you think it's going to create some sort of change in this war against banditry? I still go back to my thoughts and I say we need to stop calling it banditry and we need to call it terrorism. A large percentage of the reason why this thing is also not being taken place is that, I don't know why. Maybe because Boko Haram had a lot more of a extreme Islamic agenda. So we're not calling it terrorism, and these bandits, they're not always very pronounced with their agendas. Sometimes it just feels like it's a game and it's just about money. But at the end of the day, it's still terrorizing people. They're causing terror on a group of people in the country. As a whole, they're essentially causing terror on Nigeria. So it's terrorism. It's not banditry, it's terrorism. Maybe if we called it what it was, we'd be more eager to take it more seriously. My concern is the amount of youth we have, and the rate of unemployment is a breeding ground for more and more bandits to rise up, especially with this kidnapping thing. If they see it as a lucrative business, which it has been so far, it's only going to get worse. So we need to stop cutting off the head on a 8-headed snake, and we need to cut off the roots of the problem. Lack of unemployment, illiteracy, poverty, those things. They are choking so many people all around Nigeria, specifically in the northern parts of Nigeria. I really hope the governments there are going to do better. Share your thoughts and let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about the news of the death of Damina. Comment down below. All right, guys, that is it for today on The Scoop. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.